Drake is a genius, a billionaire, an inventor, and he's made a lot of scientific breakthroughs in his time. And at this point, the Life Foundation, which is the organization that he founded, is trying to answer the question of what does the future for humanity look like? Because planet Earth is almost done. As you saw in the footage, it's like we're on the brink of ecological and environmental collapse. So he thinks probably we've got a future in outer space. So it's in exploring that he comes across the symbiotes. From Carlton Drake's point of view, he's really trying to do right by humanity, trying to ensure we've got a future. It's just that old saying, sometimes to make an omelette, you've got to break some eggs.
So Warheads, let's talk some Avengers 4 and some Venom potential crossover, and we're also going to go over the other symbiotes that I've noticed since I've gone over the trailer a lot more. So careful for spoilers if you haven't seen Infinity War or Ant-Man and the Wasp. I know it comes out in Europe this week, so careful for spoilers, you've been warned. So after Avengers Infinity War, it's set in a post-apocalyptic state, meaning that half the universe was wiped out by Thanos' finger snap from the Infinity Gauntlet at the end of the movie. So we can forecast, we can predict, we can theorize that the movie will be about Tony Stark saving the day, reforming the Avengers and bringing them all back from the dust. As we know, they're stuck in the Soul Stone or the Soul World. We don't really know what it's going to be called in the MCU because they haven't confirmed that. So we know from the Ant-Man and Wasp movie, the time vortex can take you from one place in time to the other, and Ant-Man and Iron Man will travel around time, maybe via memories. I did a video on that the other day, I will link it in the card below, and collect the Infinity Stones so that Tony can create his own Infinity Gauntlet, which is interesting. So why I'm saying that is because it's set in a post-apocalyptic state. The world's gone to, well, the world's gone bad basically. And then during Comic-Con, the actor playing Dr. Carlton Drake said this. He's playing Dr. Carlton Drake, who will become an evil symbiote known as Riot. He's a genius billionaire inventor who is the founder of the Life Foundation. So he's trying to figure out what's next for the future of the human race. Planet Earth is at a most, it's in a post-apocalyptic state. It's on the brink of ecological and environmental collapse. So he thinks we have a future in outer space. So it's exploring that. He comes across the symbiote, and in his point of view, he's trying to do right by humanity. He's trying to save the human race. And why I say these two could be set in the same timeline is because they both are set in a post-apocalyptic, the ends world in state. So is Venom secretly inside the MCU without the audience knowing? It's got to be, guys, because you can't make a Spider-Man movie without Venom, and you can't make a Venom movie without Sony, which is interesting. So at the end of the Spider-Man deal, obviously, you know, Marvel can use Spider-Man currently, but after Far From Home, this is where the Sony deal actually ends, so they can use Spider-Man property after that if the initial deal hasn't changed. So you know the famous Amy Pascal interview where she said that Venom exists inside the Spider-Man world, and Kevin Feige gave her that death stare. So Sony and Marvel are going back and forth of does it exist, are they part of the MCU? At the moment they're saying no, but then the director said during the Comic-Con panel that he wants Spider-Man to be inside the Venomverse at one point, so they are basically set inside the same universe. So we know there's been a lot of rumors about Carnage appearing in the movie. At the moment nothing has been said, but there was an official stinger at the ending of the Comic-Con panel which was confirmed. He says we definitely laid some groundwork for a different direction that the franchise could go, but obviously it all hinders on people's excitement about the movie, and I hope people will stay and see what seeds have been planted. So this is obviously referring to a Carnage tease. Within the latest trailer, we do see a yellow symbiote. At first I thought it was Carnage, but it's not actually going to turn out to be Carnage. Sorry guys, I'll go at that later. So Carnage was once a serial killer known as Clintus Cassidy and became Carnage after merging with the Offspring, the alien symbiote called Venom, during a prison breakout. The symbiote amplified his psychotic nature, becoming less mental stable that he had previously been, thus for even more dangerous. We know Carnage isn't confirmed, but I think the ending teaser will be Carnage being revealed. Now we know Woody Harrelson has a role in the movie. He had this to say during an interview: "I'm in a little fraction of this movie and I'll be in the next one." Assuming the only rumours are true that Woody Harrelson is playing Mr. Cassidy, aka Carnage, it wouldn't be so crazy to assume that there's going to be a Carnage tease at the end of the movie, and this is how he will be in the movie in a post-credit scene. So I think they are going to change the origin story, so you know Riot's going to be going against Venom during this movie. So I think what's going to happen is Riot is going to form Carnage and not Venom, because I don't think they're going to carbon copy the comic books, although they could do, guys. Let me know how you would introduce Carnage at the end of the movie if this was going to be the case. So there were some other symbiotes in the trailer. There was Toxin, there was Scream, and there was Phage. So let's go over which one is which. So in the trailer, we see Scream. During the trailer, there's a focus on a woman being overtaken by a symbiote, creating a blade with her arm and firing spikes back from her. This is a mix of Phage and Lash's powers from the comics. Although that's not in the symbiote shown here, this is Michelle Lee, who's credited to be playing Donna Diego, aka Scream in Venom. Also, Phage symbiote is confirms that Life Foundation has several different symbiotes. We already know this, including like obviously all the ones I've listed. In the comics, there were the yellow number of 5 symbiotes Scream. Although Phage is orange, it's sometimes presented as yellow. That said, Riot change suggests source colors aren't being followed, so like I said, they could deter away from the comic book. So the lady in the trailer, I believe she's playing Phage. Let me know down below if you agree. So Toxin's also in here. The blue and yellow one, our overlay picture just now, is seen later in this trailer, which is loosely unwritten subject. So a subject that doesn't know they're being a subject. So the victim is played by Reed Scott, who is rumored to be playing Patrick McGilligan, who becomes the host for the symbiote Toxin. It may be that this is better known character is being brought in to replace Lasher, I think, and that's pretty much it. Wrap it up in the trailer. We see Scream, we see Phage, we see Toxin, we see Venom, we see Riot. We don't see Carnage, although I do think the post-credit scene is going to set up Carnage. Although what happens is, I really think they are going to shove some Easter eggs, some tease towards Spider-Man, because there are different variations of Spider-Man. They don't have to go with Peter Parker, and Peter Parker was rumored to be in a scene in this movie, so I really think they could tease Peter Parker in this movie, because why would there be an ample set of people reporting that Peter Parker will be in the movie as Peter Parker? So I think there will be a Carnage tease at the end of the movie, and also there's going to be some kind of Spider-Man teaser. I'm pretty confident. So guys, let me know, do you think that Avengers 4 and Venom are set in the same time period and the same universe? And also, do you think that Carnage will appear in the post-credit scene? And also, do you think that Phage, Toxin, Scream, and obviously Venom and obviously Riot are all in the trailer? And have I got the right symbiotes? So like always, guys, please comment down "We are Warstu" so I know you've watched the video. It's the new hashtag we're using on this channel. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment Warheads, and I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch you later.